Welcome to a new episode, guys. Today, episode 15, the last episode of the trading course. In today's video, we're going to talk about what to do right now after this course. Like and subscribe as always, I'll really appreciate that. And then let's immediately start with the video. At this point, after watching the 14 episodes, you know the basics, the foundation of trading. You're not a trader yet, you're surely not profitable yet, but you know the foundation. The foundation, such as support and resistance, risk management, liquidity, psychology, etc. These are just global things about trading, about investing, maybe about financial markets. These are not tied to a strategy or strategy, price action. These are just universal. So right now you basically have the opportunity to say, okay, I'm going to continue learning from me, commit to price action or switch to ICT, order flow, indicators, whatever. But it's important to know that what you learn right now is just the basics and it's not tied to any strategy. Quickly, still want to mention this course was not a get rich quick. This course was this was not signals. This was no financial advice. This was just the basic, the foundations of trading, and hopefully you know the basics. This is also a point where you may say, this does not interest me. I'm a bit bored, and this is not for me. Which is the case. Which could be the case. Then you have to find another thing that interests you where you can make some money off. You can surely say this is not for me, but at least you know the basics of what it is. And now you know day trading or trading, what it is and the basics of it, which is of course very nice. I wish, or I'm surely someone who likes that, knowing just the basics of a lot of different things, that you can still talk about it and know what it is. So this is not the end of the channel, surely not. After these 15 episodes, I'll start with the PA course. PA stands for price action for people who still don't know it, and that's also our strategy, price action. As you may have already seen in the market updates or maybe even in the course, price action is based on horizontal levels and zones. Liquidity zones as explained, and levels where price might react. Very simple support and resistance, but it's more advanced than that, of course. So in that course, we're going in depth. This were the foundation. So if you think those episodes were just vague and not really to the point, then that's for you. Next course, because we're going into depth about what I trade, how I trade, specific setups, because in the setups video, episode 11, episode 12, episode 10, somewhere I talked about the setups we trade, just a little preview. Of course, that episode was tied to our strategy, but apart from that, it was just a foundation. That's what we're going to do in the PA course. Every setup, everything we trade, full episodes, and literally anything from entry to stop loss to TP, to when to trade, when not to trade that setup, tips and tricks about that setup, examples from me winning the trade, hitting stop loss, what I could have done better. So basically anything, and really in depth. So that's basically the next course. We're going to talk about every episode. I still don't know how many episodes. At the start I said the training course was going to be 15 episodes, and I did, but I don't know how long the PA course will be, because I don't want to say yeah, we're going to do 15 episodes and then after 10 episodes I talked a bit about every setup, and then I have to make filler episodes, which is of course not nice for both of us. As mentioned earlier in this video, you basically know the foundation now, sorry for repeating that, but you can still choose or swap from strategy. But my tip is, if you don't think PA suits you, or you think it's boring and you just want to have something with indicators, you do you, but I wouldn't advise you to start strategy hopping. I would advise you to stick to one, and of course after 1 week you won't learn and know the entire strategy, so don't quit immediately, but stick to one, because it's basically, of course, it's all trading and making money, but it's all different things. It's the same if you're in school. First 2 years you study Latin, then 2 years after you do science, and then 2 years you do something completely different. You're not building something, you do something else. You may think like you're learning more strategies, but you're not building off each other, if you understand what I mean. So stick to one strategy, surely for the first weeks, even months, and then of course maybe another strategy suits you more because of various reasons, then you can switch, but at the start, surely stick to one strategy. And as mentioned before, every trader, literally every trader, even if they trade the same strategy, they have their own system. So I advise you not to look at 10 YouTube channels or learn from 10 different mentors, even if they trade the same strategy. In my opinion, price action is a broad strategy where you can trade on many different ways. But still, if you want to learn price action, look at this channel, maybe look at a couple more channels, but that's it. Don't learn from too many, because you're going to get confused, mess things up between different systems. You get what I mean. So what to do right now after this 15 episodes? I've already advised you guys one thing, and that's just look at the PA course. Maybe when you're watching this already out, maybe you're watching this right after I upload it and then you have to wait 1 week, of course, but watch that surely, because it's basically just building on what I explained. As mentioned, let's say it again, this was the foundation, but I just sometimes said this because that is important in how I trade and price action. I just picked some things maybe and mentioned a little bit more about them because it's nice and we do it in price action. But apart from that, you also have other options. Of course, PA trading, we have a Discord group. Maybe it's still free, so at the moment it's still free, but maybe later we have a VIP group where we trade live. That's the plan for later, that we have daily live sessions. But at the moment we also have signals, daily updates, etc. So that's an option. You can join that for free or maybe paid later. Maybe we're offering mentorships at the moment. We're not doing that, but that's surely something for the future as well. So if you watch this video in the future, we may be offering mentorships one-on-one, maybe in groups. Just check it out on our Discord, maybe on our future website. So check that out, how you can learn. Of course, these will all be paid. There's still other free ways, as mentioned. Join a free Discord or look at the PA course and you'll learn basically the same thing, because I'm going to explain literally anything for free on YouTube for free. But of course, then you have the theory, and as mentioned in the psychology video, having a theory is very nice, but then execute it and translating to actually trading and finding setups, that's very hard. And that's why one-on-one mentorship or being in a community will help you achieve your goal and become a trader way quicker. Something I want you guys to start doing right now is stop only consuming. Maybe you've already looked on TradingView, on Bybit, on an exchange or a broker or whatever, already looked at price, already playing with some levels, that's very good. But if you're only consuming the videos right now, and maybe also other YouTube channels or whatever, stop only consuming. You really have to start doing it yourself. So go into TradingView, maybe already make an account on a broker or an exchange, maybe also deposit money already, get familiar with the platform. Don't start just random trades and start gambling, please don't do that. But maybe go in TradingView and stop being an observer and a consumer. Actually start thinking. Of course, you don't know how to trade yet, but I've explained, for example, in our strategy with liquidity. Liquidity is universal, of course, but it's very important in our strategy. Start thinking, why did price react here? Maybe it was support. Price bounced a couple of times from there. It was resistance. Why did price stop here? I don't know. That's also completely normal. But start thinking like a trader, like an investor. Don't just say, today Bitcoin up 0.5%, nice. Stop thinking like that. Actually start doing it. Stop consuming. That's very important, because also mentioned in the psychology video, you have to start doing things yourself. The theory is nice and very important. You don't have to rush that, but you have to start doing things yourself. So yeah, it was a short video, but a very important one. Small summary maybe. If you watch the entire course, very well done. Really appreciate that, and also very nice for you. Of course, you know the foundation of trading right now. And right now you can switch strategies or learn another strategy that we offer. You can look at the PA course, join our community. We will always have a free community. Start a mentorship, join our VIP group. Can do all sorts of things. But I do want to mention one thing, just start doing something. Even if you don't decide to join us, I'm not selling anything here, but be active, start doing things. As I mentioned, stop consuming and start doing things. Start doing things. Sorry that I repeat that, but it's very important that you just stop being comfortable, if I have to mention it like that, and just only look at videos, look at charts. You have to do things yourself. Start drawing, start thinking. So final note, this course is not going anywhere, as I mentioned several times. If you don't understand something, rewatch the video. If you start the PA course, for example, and I start talking about liquidity, how it's important, and you kind of forgot, just go back to this course, watch the video about liquidity until you understand it. That's basically the summary of this topic. This course will always be there. For now, I want to thank you guys for watching. I'm really proud of you if you watch the entire course. And if trading is something for you or you find it interesting, make sure to stick around, look at the PA course, and of course join us on Discord. I'll be there, always asking, always offering help, and I'll see you guys there. If not, it's not a farewell, if not a goodbye, but I'll see you guys in the next video or in the PA course. Bye.